Good morning. It's Liz. Welcome. How are you all doing? Today, I wanted to talk about how life keeps presenting to us the same challenges, the same lessons until we get it, until we understand and learn the lesson that life is presenting to us. And I had my plans of what to talk about, but that's what I want to talk about today. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Liz Gutierrez. I'm a psychiatrist that helps reconnect people to their true nature so that they can live in harmony with themselves and the earth. And today is day 20 already, day 20 of my daily Facebook Live challenge. And like I said, I had my ideas of what I wanted to talk about, and yet when I wake up and I talk about reconnecting to the land where you live, and I see the cloudy skies and the ashes falling to the ground, and I smell the air quality, I can't ignore what is happening around me in the land I live. And for those of you who don't know, I live in Northern California, and right now, over the weekend, we had, a huge lightning strike that sparked hundreds of wildfires all over California, and there's hundreds of wildfires, and it's, California is burning right now, and this is the closest that the wildfires have gotten to where I live. Thankfully, I am safe and we have our home. And I just want to take a moment to send love and compassion to all of those who have lost their homes, humans and non-humans who've had their homes destroyed by this fire. I don't work as much with fire as I do with water in my personal healing work. But I know that fire, as destructive as it is, it's also one of the elements. It's one of the ways that the earth tries to bring us back into harmony and balance. And so there's so much chaos and discord and disharmony right now. And the fires are, one way that the earth is communicating that and trying to bring life back into balance. So the destruction and the suffering is real, just as with the pandemic. And so we as humans need to honor that loss and grieve the loss. But fire is also a huge message that Earth is trying to communicate something to us. And, as humans, this is no judgment, this is just an observation. As humans, we're so self-absorbed that we don't really start paying attention until something really affects us personally. And with the pandemic and the fires, we're all starting to feel the effects of what life is trying to tell us, like on a daily basis. Like our lives are affected on a daily basis now. And so what is Earth trying to tell us? What is life trying to tell us that we haven't gotten the message on, and that we aren't listening to, and we aren't really understanding? And so I've been really trying to listen to the message. And the way I see it is that life on Earth, all life on Earth, it's like a huge symphony orchestra. When everyone is listening to one another, not just humans now, like the whole orchestra, the plants, the animals, all the systems, if we're all listening to one another and then we're all playing in harmony with one another, then the music, the orchestra, the symphony can go on playing beautifully. But if there's one section, one instrument, or, one species that isn't playing well with the rest of the symphony. Like they're not listening to how the rest of life is playing. They're out of tune. They're not harmonizing. And it's going to cause a lot of discord and strife. Like the whole orchestra can't play what it's meant to play if like the humans are just doing their own thing and not paying attention. And life wants to bring everything back into harmony. Like that is the driving force of life. It wants to bring everything back into harmony because that's how we can all thrive. And since humans are so out of tune, we are so out of tune with the rest of the harmony of life. We're out of tune with ourselves. We're out of tune with each other. We can't even get along amongst ourselves, much less the rest of life. Life has to really send big messages like fires. Like we're going to see more and more natural disasters. We just are until we get the message that we need to come back into harmony with ourselves and the rest of life. And, I know that can sometimes in this time of great suffering and discord and destruction to sort of call us out on our own deafness and blindness might seem insensitive or out of touch with the suffering. But I'm saying, I'm sort of really speaking for all of life from a place of love and compassion, of really wanting humans to wake up to our own disharmony so that we can come back into harmony, so that we can really experience the harmony and the beauty of what life can be on this earth when we play well, when we play well with the rest of the orchestra. So, we can fall into, again, fighting amongst ourselves, blaming each other, and that's just, it's not going to get us moving forward. So really the message I want to share today is just really understanding that these fires are a way that life itself is trying to communicate to humans that we need to shift. We need to shift how we are living. And we need to do that first in ourselves. We need to come back into harmony and in tune with ourselves, because the only reason we've been able to consent to living this way is because we haven't been in tune with ourselves. Like when you're okay with living in this chaos, it's because, to some extent, you're a part of the chaos. But when you come into alignment and harmony with yourself and life, you will no longer put up with life as it is. And so that's at least how I view how we each can make an individual contribution to bringing life back into harmony. Is at first we have to bring ourselves back into harmony with ourselves. And it's like tuning an instrument, coming back to play with the orchestra. You have to tune your own instrument first. Then you have to listen to what the orchestra is playing, what the rest of life is playing, and then you bring yourself back into harmony with that. And we each can individually do that. And the more humans that do that, the more our section of the orchestra will come back into tune and harmony. And hopefully we won't have to have, these huge disasters remind us that we're so out of balance. And, it's important for us to put out the fires. It's important for us to manage the virus, but those are symptoms, and we can keep chasing symptoms. We can keep putting out fires year after year. Like, how many years have we been going through these wildfires? We can keep chasing the symptoms and putting them out, but until we get to the root cause of these downstream effects, then we're just going to keep repeating more and more of the same. So I say this with utmost, love and compassion for humanity and for all of life on this planet. It's my own plea for us all to come back into harmony. So thank you for listening. If you found this useful, please share it or click follow if you want to be notified. And I really appreciate you listening and being a part of this tapestry of life that is working to bring itself back into harmony. Okay, have a beautiful day wherever you are on this planet. Bye.